Howdy folks, welcome to episode 40. Yeah, we're gonna finally I think get our rails over here because it looks like we got everything that we need. It did use up all the cordwood and everything, but we got 62 rails out, so that's enough for now. We don't need to keep loading this thing up to get as many as we need. We should put this, that's correct. Okay, that's where we want it. All right, to make sure this, yeah, as we're coming through. And then I'll swap this anyway. We'll switch it just in case it's needed. But yeah, we should be able to load this up and then take it over to the whatchamacallit. That should be awesome. So let's do this. Let's I'm sure we're gonna need some fuel here. Wow, not as much as I thought we were, but yeah, okay. All right, and then we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go reverse. Yep, we're going to come back a little bit. So we want to load up with rails. Can we do it? I know it's going to take a bit. There we go. We're going to get them all in compression. Apparently they all pulled out. So they all expanded, whatever. Yep, tension. They're all in tension. That's the word. They're so poor they can't pay attention. Uh-huh. Alright. Anyway. I think I might have outdone my worst joke ever. Okay. 62. So we'll have 72 between that, which is fine. We'll overload the other one just a little bit. 60, 70. Right? This is going to be... It's going to be at the very end, isn't it? We don't want to put these all the way at the very end. We want to put these up by the engine, don't we? Why don't we do that? We don't want to put a heavily loaded cars all the way at the very end. That's going to be a bad thing. Am I right? So I think we'll even yeah. We'll move that one. So we need 6 cars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the first one we want to load up. This one here. And then what we'll do is we'll move the other one and disconnect and blah blah blah. So we'll reshuffle to put that one. I shouldn't have loaded it in the first place. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get this to load up. There we go. Is the weather changing? I think the weather's changing. All right. That and that. Okay, so that should load up that. So what we're going to do is on the back end, we're going to bring that one all the way out and disconnect it. And then we're going to bring the rest of these up and leave them here. And then go back and reconnect that. And then come back and put the other ones at the end. So yeah, we'll do some shunting here. That should work out fine. How many is this taking at a time? 3? Okay. Alright, that works. So we should have 42 when this is done here. Okay. Yep. Because then we'll bring 10, 20. How many rails did we need? I know I wrote it down here somewhere. Let me see, I got it written down. I need 65 rails. And we have 72. So I don't know if we'll be able to get exactly 65 and leave the extras. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go like this a little bit more. You get that one going. There we go. All right, and we'll hit the brakes here. See if that'll work. Yep, good. It's going. All right. So we got those. I'm just trying to think of how Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait until we get all these loaded up to do that other thing. I can't like do anything about that right now. I can't like disconnect it and do stuff. So we'll just wait. And these are gonna do that. And what else did we need? We need 29 tools. We still need 35 beams and 5 coal. So we're gonna have to take these cars back to the whatchamacallit, along with a coal car. Should I get one of those on the end of this too while we're doing that? I think I should. Let me think of where I want to put that. Did we get those? Okay. Let's go like this. And we're gonna go like this. We need to bring at least one of these coal cars so we can bring some coal back from the coal mine when we go up to the sawmill, because it's not far from the sawmill. So we might as well do that instead of going all the way up there and then making a separate trip just to get 5 coal. Let me see here. This one will load onto something, won't it? Alright. See if we can get this one to load. There we go. There we go. Alright, see if that one will catch up a little bit. We can get this one to catch up, right? There we go. That's 3. And actually, we don't need those 4, do we? Too bad. Okay. So where should I put... Should I put the one? Yeah, let's go like this. We're going to put one of these. And it doesn't even need to be a big car. So we're going to go jump in here. We're going to back up. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll just take this one car. I'm trying to think of how I want to do that. Because it would be nice to get that one right up next to the engine, if possible. Instead of having that at the very end or in the middle. Yeah, we can do that. I think I know how we can do that. I think we can turn off the bell. I don't know, I think they probably just keep using the bell the whole time they're in town, don't they? Do I have green on my shirt? I must have green right there. Yep. That must be green. Yep, it's green. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Get that switch. Alright, so we're going to leave this one back here. Past the switch. There we go. Alright. We're going to go disconnect this. And I'm probably going to have to put the brakes on, because I don't know if this is level or not. Alright. We're going to make sure we go forward. Yep, we got it. Cool. We're going to go forward again. And we we don't need to bring this all the way up. We just need to get it off the foul. There we go. Alright. Alright, so that is taken care of there. This needs to disconnect here. And then we're going to go forward. Perfect. Okay. And then we get to do this a couple times. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. Turn that off. Hit the brakes. We're going to go like that. Reverse. There we go. There we are. Bring this back. I suppose we can do this even. And then, yeah, then we'll do their other thingy. Oh, nope, 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 nope. We got to do this first. Definitely need to do that first. All right. We're going to have a real mess if we didn't do that. Are we going to fit? Okay, that is lucky. That was not planned. That was just dumb luck. All right. Definitely don't want to hit this at 20. Okay. Come on. You can do it. There we go. There we go. Turn off the brakes. All right. You can do it. Get in the... Thank you. Okay. Forward. And hopefully we won't smack into this, right? Because that would suck. All right. Wonder if this will go faster with just the engine by itself. If it would go faster. I don't think it does. No, I think it's got a top speed there. Okay. Oops. I'm going to go back here so we can see when we're off the switch. Like right there. Perfect. And then we need to make sure we switch the triple back. Okay. Reverse. There we go. A little bit slower. There we go. There we go. All right. Whoops. All right, so now we're going to go back. We're going to bring this one off of here. There we go. Okay. Bring that one back there. And then we need to jump out here. Whoops. And we need to Open the coupler. They must have been in tension. Okay. Works. And we're going to go forward. Make sure it pulled that. Yep. Okay, good. So we need to pull this off the fall so that we can bring the rest of them back and hook that up. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right. Now we can go back here. We need to connect here. You can do it. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that'll hold it. All right. Let's make sure that we have... Make sure that we disconnect that when we go. We're going to go forward. Yep, we got it. Perfect. Okay. So we'll bring this back. This back to here. Then we connect that one. Then we connect these. Easy enough. Easy peasy. There we go. And flip it a switch. You do have the other switch in the right place. Like that. Okay. Reverser. There we go. All set. Then we can start doing this. We just need to hit the brakes a little bit earlier this time. Lest we end up spending a lot of time re-railing. There we go. Looks like that should be just about right. Can we connect it? Awesome. Did that one have brakes on? I think that one had brakes on it. But we're not going around super sharp corners right now, so we can just ignore the... I don't think I did set the brakes on that one, did I? I think I decided we could get away with that. It was this one that we set the brakes on. We're gonna have to check either way when we go back, because we're gonna have to get the one we did set, so we're gonna have to go back and get that one. And then I do need to fix this switch so that if we go back too far... Right? Let's see. You can tell if there's a brake on, because this thing will slow down a lot more quickly than that, I think. Okay. Okay. So we flipped this switch. Now we go back. That's why. It was one car from the end, because we connected that one. Because I was on the last car and then we connected it, but I didn't move back. My view, that is. Okay. Get this connected. It's getting overcast out. we go. We did end up with 2 left over. So we only grabbed 70 of them. Yeah. That's cool. That means we also have a multiple of 5, which is a good thing. Okay. Alright, we're going to hit the brakes on this. We're going to go like this. And we'll check both of these brakes. Because this one definitely... That one's off. Okay, we're good. So now we can head to the gold mine. All right, cool. What were we gonna do? We were gonna make something. That's right. We were gonna make the piece of track that goes up that way, aren't we? And I think we can do that along with... You know what? We do need to make that. Because that way we don't have to do this whole big turnaround thing. So why don't we do that now? So we need to make the piece of track that comes up this. And then does the Y stuff. Right? So... jump out here, go back into flying mode, and let me see, this is going to come down here. This track is going to come down here and it's going to cross there, so we're going to want a crossing there. So let's just lay out a piece of track. It's going to sit like this, just so we have a reference point. Is it not going to let me? That sucks. Okay. It doesn't look like a good angle either. It looks like maybe this comes down a little bit more gentle, but let's go... Whoops. That's not what I want. We want this. We're just going to lay this because it's going to be a reference piece anyway. We're going to go like this. So what we want is we want to know where we're going to put our thingy. So let's go like crossover 90 degrees. We're going to want our crossover to be here-ish. That works. Okay. So then because what do we need? We need the 3-way thingy, right? We need a 3-way thingy on each of these. So how long did we want to go out? Rail track, low. We're going to do a flat piece. And let's just go out. Let's do 50 meters in each direction. $50 meters, right? So if we do 50 meters on each one, we'll have a nice, let's see. We'll have a nice little square. Come on, you can do it. It just does not want to. There. Okay, 50 meters there. 50 meters on this side. Let it go a little bit. There. Okay, so then we're going to put the 3-way switch on each of these. So let's go like this. With ballast, left switch stand, right switch stand. Okay, it's just the switch stand. And whether or not it has snow. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to do this. We're going to connect it in the middle. And let's make sure that this is actually going to be doable. Are these actually going to connect very well? Let's see. We'll put this third one down, and then we'll see if we can, if our curve is nice going between these. So let's go like this. Rail track. Because that should be like a 50-meter curve. That should be fine, right? Yeah. 50-meter radius. It looks good. Yeah, it looks like a good thing. Okay. Connect this. There we go. And then these are going to go up to a 50-meter thing here. So we can get rid of this other track. We're going to, whoops, we're going to not do that. We're going to do this. We're going to get rid of this track and this track and this track. And then we'll do our 50-meter piece. We're going to need the, probably this. $50 meters. So we're going to need to go up 1%. It looks like a 1% up. I don't think 1% is going to do it, is it? Is this going to run into the ground now? If we use a non-precise thing, is it going to be okay? Because we need to also put our yeah, we need to put our switch on the end of that too, don't we? Okay, so let's try this. See what happens if we put our stub switch on there. Yeah, it goes right into the ground, doesn't it? Okay. I was afraid of that. All right, cool. So what we're going to do, let's get rid of this stub switch if we can. Is it not going to let me? There we go. So we need to put a switch. Can we put a stub switch? Three-way. We're going to go like this. Is that now at an angle? That's now on our angle. That's perfect. Okay. We're going to go more than 50 meters. Should be fine. All right. And then let's try and see what it does with our rail tracks when we lay these down. Oops. That, see, that looks nice. We'll try this. See how it does. It's getting dark. We gotta get those rocks out of there too. Yeah, we gotta clean up all that stuff too. See how this looks. If we can get this in here. There we go. All right, cool. And then this just needs to connect up to here. And we'll just do the 5 meter. Because you know the 1 meter never, the short one never connects. Okay, cool. And then that's reconnected. We'll reconnect on this end too. So we have the same, basically the same option as before, that we can go through this way. But that also gives us another option here. Let's see, where is that? See if it'll let me. Nope. I don't think I'm going to get an option on here to do this the way I want to. Huh. Okay. And it won't let me. That sucks. Let's turn the lantern off now. It's daylight. Let's try this one more time. See if we can get a green. No green. Okay, we'll try it from this end. Whoops. That. We might have to do the 10 meter. Stupid thing. Okay, there we go. There's our green. Okay, cool. So we've got our old setup. We just need to clean up some plants here. And we should be good to go. Awesome. So that's going to be it for episode 40. Join me in episode 41. Is that also deco? Yeah. Join me in episode 41. We'll get this all set up so that we can go around this. And we'll try it out. Because that way we can use that whichever way we want to go. You know? We're gonna build around the, we're gonna build around all this. Oh man, we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to move. Yeah, we're gonna build around or through. See, we can just kind of come through here and then go around the other thingy. That's awesome. Yeah, so that should be some nice scenery. And I think we might even sneak through here. We'll see. How much of a sharp turn is that? No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, we'll sneak through there. So that's going to be some fun scenic track to go through. So yeah, join me in episode 41. We'll get this all set up, and we'll see you then. Later.